Oh my god. At times like these, I still wish I had my mural behind me. So for those of you who don't know me, probably coming over because you're sitting there eating your popcorn probably. But my name is Ed. I'm also known as God of Maliga. I made a small cameo appearance in TJ's video in H2O 2016. The main man himself.
What's up, dude?
How you doing, bro?
Good. What's your name?
My name's Ed.
Nice to meet you, Ed.
Hey, so this is TJ Hunt. This is one of the guys that inspired me to start my channel.
That's awesome, dude. How long have you been doing it for?
Dude, I've been doing it for... I'll leave that up here. You know, that's the first time I ever met TJ, and I could tell you right now that TJ's a great person, like personally, but there's a lot of sketchy things about him. I just have something to say about it, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to look up to TJ, and if you followed me on Twitter and on Instagram, you would know that I had a falling out with TJ. Not personally per se, but just as a person to look up to. Especially what he did lately, it doesn't really surprise me, but what he did then, I'm going to kind of touch over it a little bit. Way back in the day, when TJ was first starting to learn how to drift and he saw Adam LZ, and, you know, he put up a video on his channel saying that he was drifting with a couple of his buddies and Adam. One of those people happened to be Ambush Drift. Now, I keep in touch with Alan, personally. Him and I haven't really talked about it. I don't really want to get into it with him on that subject, but I know that he was bothered by the fact that TJ used his drifting clips and how TJ tricked his viewers into thinking that those clips were TJ's, which is completely false. And Adam LZ proved this because Adam LZ has actual footage of TJ trying to drift, and it sucked. It's cool, TJ. We get it. Okay, you didn't know how to drift at the time. We all have to learn sometime. I'm not the perfect autocrosser. I'm still learning. I still need seat time. You know, I'm not the best autocrosser in the world at all, by any means. And I'm not going to sit here and try and piece together a video from my buddy Victor, for example, and claim that it's mine, because that's exactly what TJ did. It's really unfair for Alan, and Alan called TJ out on this on TJ's video, and I completely sided with Alan on that fact, because as a producer of content, that's a real big stab in the back. And at that point in time, I made it very clear on Instagram and on Twitter that at that point, any kind of relations between me and TJ were completely cut at that point. Because that's just complete dishonesty, and that's not being transparent, and that's tricking your viewers. It's something I do not support. And it only got worse after that time. And it's unfortunate because his channel had a lot of potential, still does. And he's just sort of ignoring his following and sort of going his own route and being greedy, to say the very least. Not only is he greedy towards his fans because he wants to have a better sort of view of the channel, but he's greedy with money. And Mike clearly stated this. And again, it doesn't surprise me because TJ, what's important to him is how he's viewed on his channel. I mean, that goes for anybody, right? But I'm saying that he's willing to lie and or bend the truth to make himself look better. Which sucks, because I feel like I'm one of the last few YouTubers that actually represent that it's not all perfection. Because in life, we have these barriers that just come up and then stop us completely where we are. And I know because you guys are tired of me bitching and complaining about things that happen in my personal life, but the reality of the situation is that no YouTuber is perfect. I feel like that there's like that misconnection of what's real and what's not. And I'm willing to bet that TJ is bending the truth, and I'm willing to bet that he's lying to make himself look like he's the perfect one. It sucks because I used to look up to this guy. I used to, you know, I was motivated to buy a BRZ because of this guy. I'm not here to tell you to go dislike his video. I'm not here to tell you to support Mike. I'm just giving you my personal opinion on things. But generally speaking, just in general, TJ, if you watch this, I doubt you will. But you are not the same person that I used to support 2-3 years ago. You got greedy, you lied, you were not transparent. I really appreciate the fact that you're a hard worker, and I appreciate the fact that you represent started from the bottom, now we're here. Just because you started from the bottom and now you're up there in YouTube doesn't mean you have to look down upon your followers or think that we're dumb to make yourself look better. It doesn't fly like that. And ultimately, you lost a subscriber because of your antics and because of your lies. I said on Twitter, even though I'm cutting ties with you, I still hope that you'll get there. You know, that you'll continue succeeding and keep moving forward. I don't even want to say that anymore, quite honestly. I kind of just want to say that, you know, dude, do your thing, but ultimately, I can't trust you. A lot of other viewers cannot trust you anymore. And you've shown this day in, day out. You've treated other YouTubers unfairly. I'm a firm believer in what goes around comes around, and I'm pretty sure that your change in attitude from being humble and having humble beginnings to being arrogant and greedy, it's coming back to haunt you, dude. And honestly, I'd be lying if I said right now that it's not well deserved. Guys, like I said, TJ Hunt Army, you can hate on me all you want. It's just an opinion. Everybody's entitled to one. My viewers, my general message to you guys is, you guys can watch whoever you want. You guys can formulate an opinion on whoever you want. And you guys can support whoever you want. Okay? You can support me, Mike, TJ, whoever. That's your freedom. That's your choice. That's why you have that subscribe button for a reason. Okay? But I'm telling you right now, the way it is and how I feel, there's a lot of people on Twitter that asked me about this. Believe it or not. And I didn't want to really respond on Twitter. I wanted to respond in this video because I feel like that's more transparent and cutthroat. You know? So, guys, like I said, this is my opinion on the whole situation. I didn't really want to get myself involved, but just know this. I honestly cannot and will not support TJ Hunt anymore. That does not mean I will support Mike. Okay? That does not mean that whatsoever. But I'm saying that this little stunt that TJ Hunt has pulled himself, this was the end of the line for me. But that's pretty much all I have to say. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. That's down in the description below. Stay tuned because tomorrow we have Winchester, Virginia Autocross coming up. If you guys want information on that, that'll be down in the description below. If you want to come see me, you can see me there. We also have H2O coming up September 29th to October 1st. I will be there the entire weekend. And I'll also be posting information on where I'll be and things like that on Twitter and on Instagram, so you guys can come and meet me, etc., etc. I do plan to have a small meet and greet like I did last year. So if you're coming to H2O and you're a subscriber of mine, come see me. You know how it is, man. But anyways, guys, if I see you tomorrow at Winchester, I'll see you tomorrow. If I see you at H2O, I will see you at H2O. It's a lit next week and a half coming up our way, especially here for the channel. So stay tuned. This has been your boy, Liga, and I'm out. Peace.